I didn't shout, didn't slam any doors, didn't hurl the champagne flute across the room, though every nerve in my hand screamed to do it. I simply stared at the keys my father dangled in front of my brother, gleaming metal swaying like bait on a hook. "Congratulations," my dad said, lifting his glass toward the golden boy. "Your car, son." Then his gaze shifted to me. His tone cooled, lost all warmth, turned businesslike. "Rent's due. 900. Sunday." No smile. No humor. No mention of pride. Just cold facts. I kept my voice low, steady. "Why do I pay while he gets a reward?" Dad didn't blink. "Because he's worth it." And that was the moment it all fractured. Not when my brother took the woman I was going to marry. Not when she slid my ring off her finger and replaced it with his. No. It was this. My father's verdict, clear as glass. "You are nothing." That night, I packed in silence. One duffel. No slamming drawers. No final words. Just a note taped to the fridge. "Thanks for showing me who I'm not." Then I disappeared. Daniel, my brother, came into this world already armed. Razor wit. Razor smile. He could charm an audience blind, bleed them dry, and still walk away the hero. He always had the charisma, the admiration, the room's attention. And me. I stayed in the margins. Quiet. Careful. Methodical. A figure always just outside the spotlight, never fully seen. But I had something he didn't build. A company. A path forward. And Lena, my fiancée. We met at a coding boot camp. She didn't drink coffee, loved brain teasers, and her laugh unfurled like a ribbon being let loose. She was there in the trenches, with me through the late nights, empty pockets, microwave noodles, and product launches that went nowhere. Then Daniel offered to help with a presentation. One dinner meeting turned into two. Then she started silencing her phone. The warning signs were all there, drawn in subtle ink. Lingering looks. Long pauses between texts. A growing quiet that had fangs. Then came the call. Her voice trembling. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "It just happened." As if love was an accident on a highway. As if it wasn't a choice. I said nothing. For 3 weeks. People often confuse quiet with defeat. That's their mistake. My silence wasn't surrender. It was a blade being honed. I used that silence like a scalpel, carefully dissecting each memory, every shared glance, every secret I'd ever handed to either of them. Then I started preparing. First, I emptied out my accounts, quietly, without raising suspicion. Transferred everything into a limited liability company under a trusted friend's name, someone more loyal than my own family ever was. After that, I retraced every step Daniel had taken through my company. He'd played the helpful brother, connecting me with investors, setting up meetings, but I hadn't noticed the strings he'd tied around those deals. Until I followed the trail he left behind. And Lena. She still had access to old systems, shared projects, code bases, licenses, sensitive data. So I laced the source code with carefully hidden loops, elegant on the surface, but doomed to collapse on a preset date. Like a virus with a clock, waiting. Only I had the cure. While all of that ticked in the background, I put on my best mask. I smiled. I attended their engagement celebration. Shook hands. Toasted. Even brought them a gift, a pair of luxury watches, engraved. What they didn't know. Each watch had a hidden mic, linked to a private server I controlled. Every argument, every whispered regret, every self-incriminating word, they were all recorded. A perfect soundtrack of their treachery. I disappeared after that. Vanished for a full year. During that time, I built something new. Something better. A startup focused on AI-driven fraud detection. A poetic twist, turning betrayal into the foundation of a tool designed to expose liars. Then, just yesterday, the trigger was pulled. They'd finally tied the knot. Dad threw a celebratory dinner. Lena was seated at the very table where she once told me about her dream future. 3 kids, a backyard, a golden retriever. Daniel pulled up in the car our father had gifted him, proud and smug. And then I walked in. I wasn't invited. No one spoke at first. Just silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. I smiled, calm and steady. "You don't belong here," Dad said flatly. I looked straight at Lena. "You didn't leave for love. You left for status. You should have chosen someone who could outplay you." She looked confused, like the meaning hadn't hit her yet. Daniel stood up. "Get out." I held up a small remote and pressed a button. The sound system came alive with Daniel's voice, captured 2 months prior. "She's not even who I wanted. But hey, free ride, right? Her stake in the startup's worth more than his ever was." Then Lena's voice followed. "Do you think he has any idea? He always believed people too easily." Her face went pale. My father's fork slipped from his fingers. Daniel lunged at me, but I'd already taken a step back. "Oh, and one more thing," I added casually. "Your company's code base? It's corrupted. You pitched tech you didn't understand. A cease and desist will hit your inbox before the sun's up. I've already spoken with your investors. One's pulling out. More will follow." I turned toward my father. "You once asked why I had to struggle while he got gifts. Because you believed he was valuable." I stepped closer, calm and deliberate. "You were wrong." Then I left. Today, Daniel and Lena are scrambling. Their businesses are under investigation. Their accounts? Frozen. That car? Repossessed. My father's in damage control mode, calling lawyers, investors, even me. "Mom." She's screaming at him now, about fairness, about all the years of playing favorites. Apparently, she found the note I left that night. She framed it. Said it's the only truth anyone ever spoke under their roof. And me. I'm sitting on a rooftop cafe, warm coffee in one hand, morning sun on my face, watching their empire unravel from above. They thought they buried me. Turns out I was a seed. Final thought: never confuse quiet with defeat. It's just the whisper of a blade being honed.